Hello my paper peeps. Today I want to share with you how to create a very simple minimalistic card using Foundry Wax. Now, if you're new to Foundry Wax, it is an amazing mixed media. What it is, it's a fluid wax that transforms into a very vibrant metallic finish once you apply heat to it. This medium is designed to create a luminous metallic highlight on finishes that are porous or non-porous. So you can use it on your metal embellishments, you can use it on any plastic embellishments, you can even use it on paper. Now, the distressed foundry wax that I use comes in 4 colors: the gilded, the mined, sterling, and statue. And really, that's all you need. Because you have to remember, foundry wax is more of an accent rather than it's not supposed to steal the show. All it is supposed to just add a little bit of accent. So that's why it comes in very small bottles that, just to forewarn you, you have to shake up really well to mix all the materials inside. And there is a bit of off-gassing. So if you do use this, you'll notice a little bit of a smell, which I highly recommend that you use in a well-ventilated area. So open up that window if you want to use this. So today I want to show you how to use this with 2 other mixed mediums. Now, using just a regular paintbrush, I'm just going to brush it directly onto this cardstock. And I find that if you really want a vibrant look, using gilded wax on a darker color really makes the gilding shine through. And the key here is you have to work fairly fast, because once the foundry wax comes in contact with air, it actually starts to harden almost instantly. And that's why I usually just use, if I'm going to use it on paper, I use more of a brush stroke effect because it's simple, it's easy, and it's very fast. And before I add any other elements to this crafting project, the first thing you want to do is add heat to the foundry wax. What heat does is sets the wax, and the result of this wax setting is this vibrant finish. And here's a word of caution. You do not want to leave the bottle next to where you are heating the wax, because if the bottle actually heats up because your embossing tool is close to it and heating the wax, it will actually ruin the wax inside. So make sure you keep that away from heat. Also keep the wax, or the bottle actually, away from direct sunlight as well, because the heat or the direct sunlight will actually set the wax and again will ruin the wax inside the bottles. And we are currently in the Java Journals, which is a DIY scrapbook journal album that I've created. And because I love to write words of encouragement to friends or family or even staff members, I always actually have matching cards to match the journal. And so right now I'm loving the idea of creating cards with a coffee motif on it. And here I use the VersaFine with one of my favorite coffee stamps. And then I add a little bit of embossing glaze. Now, the reason why I love embossing glaze is because I find with this type of glaze, it actually allows you to see any texture or any print underneath the image. So it's translucent in nature. And if you are a hardcore scrapbook journaler like myself, I think you would appreciate the fact that if you're journaling and then you want to add some embellishing like stamping to it, you can actually stamp on top of your writing with embossing glaze, and then that writing still shines through. Again, before we add any more elements of mixed media, I always like to heat up or set the existing medium that I just placed. And I love this embossing glaze because it is a glaze. It has a bit of a shimmer to it. So on top of the foundry wax that has this very beautiful sheen, you actually have another layer of glaze or shine to your project. Now, this in itself is quite elegant, just the way it is, but I'm not going to stop there. If you know me, I love my microbeads. It just adds another dimension to your projects that I think you'll really love. All I'm going to use here is glossy accents. And here you pour the microbeads directly onto the glossy accents. And here you have a very simple, minimalistic, but extremely elegant greeting card. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more tips and tricks on how to jazz up your cards or your scrapbook journals, then you'll probably want to watch this video here or here. Until I see you in those videos, have a fantastic week. Make sure you get in that craft room, and we'll see you in my other videos. Bye!